For my final presentation, I decided to talk about the reframing of childhood in the ILL World Day Against Child Labor campaign. Some overview on the campaign. The ILO's World Day Against Child Labor is an annual global campaign to raise awareness about child labor. Platforms used in campaign include social media, posters, videos, and infographics. They specifically use images of children alone, exploiting true imagery of the campaign. The goal of the campaign is to create global attention and advocacy and hope for donations. Here's my first image and the analysis of it. In this picture, it shows that the child is alone, isolated, and very vulnerable. There's no adults or structural context included. The emotional appeal of this picture shows viewers' realism of the problem and makes viewer feel pity. Connection to the course is from Hutchinson, 2014. Disaster child labor imagery constructs global solidarity through emotion, not understanding structural inequality. In image 2, shows a child anonymous only showing an image of their hand. This focuses on the suffrage for the child rather than the agency that he is a part of. As an audience, we see the individual suffrage for the child as he shows his dirty hands in what looks like a hard-working place. My connection to the course would be for Densick and Allen, 2017. Image 3 shows children in his school, but some students are missing due to working conditions. It shows the children as passive victims to child labor, and it shows the traditional pity-based narrative. Connecting it to the course would be Capula and Kennedy. Humanitarian campaigns can govern compassion, positioning viewers as saviors rather than collaborators. In my image 4, it shows emphasis on suffering and depression with no real context. The image shows two boys working in a small factory with a depression look on their face. It shows that the young children should be in school getting an education rather than being forced to work due to poverty in their family. This is just the realism of this time in the world. Viewers are felt that they need to donate to this problem. Politics of Justice redesign, the imagery. In this picture, it shows two young kids with an adult doing some community service. As a redesign, focusing on community-based service for children is important to me. Working with adults rather than for adults. And it captures the agency rather than the suffrage. Politics of Justice redesign, message and narrative. Rather than saying, save these children, ILL focuses on supporting children's rights rather than exploiting them. It highlights educational success and the importance of education, and it also puts emphasis on the participation in systemic change rather than the pity that comes from it. Reflection on childhood iconography. Overall, childhood imagery is powerful and changes the public's perception of the topic at hand. Politics of pity, it shows depolitization of the topic. In the politics of justice, it highlights agency and structural awareness. Finally, my call to action. Effective campaigns typically show ethical representation in children's voices, rather than showing children in a field working alone. It shows them working as a community and building connections through that. A redesigned campaign promotes public engagement as children are promoted to work for their community, as said before, and representation matters, and campaigns should advance justice, not just pity. These are my sources right here. Thank you.